Okay, I know I left a teaser at some point saying something's going to be my next build, but the Lysander has been quite a long build. I now want a quick build, so I've got this. It's the, as you can see, it's the Untitled He-162 Salamander. What was it? The Volksjager, the People's Fighter. I don't think many were built. It was right at the end of the war. There were some built. In fact, one of the test planes crashed in front of some German generals and whatnot, so not a very auspicious start. But if you want to, again, if you want to see another very good build, who has inspired me to do this, Skeleton's channel on YouTube. Yeah, he does it's supposed to be for beginners. In actual fact, he's delisted it, but because I've watched it, I can watch it from my history. That makes sense. But anyway, let's have a quick look at what's in the box. Obviously, I've already opened this and had a look. It's quite a well designed kit. You can build it. The main undercarriage doors actually come in the closed position. You have to cut them apart if you want them in the down position. You can have the engine on a stand. You can have the nacelles closed, or you can put the engine in and have the nacelles open as well. So sort of three options there really. It's quite a small little kit. You start off with the stand and obviously work your way into the cockpit area. It also had a rudimentary ejector seat, so that was interesting, but it actually would have worked or not. Worked through building up the main gear and nose gear, the actual wheel bay for the main gear, installing it into the cockpit sides. That actually give you a weight, so it's not a tail sitter. So where is it? You can see that's the weight, the large bearing. Canopy in there, so obviously you've got the wings, that's the wingspan, the body, and that one. You got a twin sprue of this one. Sorry about the noise, it's quite a warm day again, so I've got my balcony door open. As a twin sprue, so you've got the engine, you've got some little rivets and poly caps, so you can make the various engine bits interchangeable. Then you got the engine, various bits for the cockpit in there. All in all, a typical Tamiya kit, nicely moulded, and right, time to make a start on some of it. So let's make a start with the instructions, doing the engine stand. So luckily they're on sprue C, so that's B, that's D and E, so they must be in there somewhere. Or have I got a sprue missing? Because that's A. No, tell a lie, that's B and that's C, so there's two sprues in one there. Right, as usual, I'm going to throw the spit on the floor. Like that. So again, you may got my son over for a week. So I'm on holiday, and the dog. But the dog's very quiet, he doesn't make any noise. He's sitting just down on the floor behind me. Right, prop those up in front of me. Make a start. I've nearly finished the Lysander, but that'll be on another video, so you'll have seen that anyway if you're following my rubbishy YouTube channel. Enjoy doing that, it's fun, but the problem is I've got so much footage to edit and it takes ages. Right, first off we want C20, that's that bit. I have finally today been to a model shop for the first time in months due to COVID. I ordered some paints and whatnot, and I decided I was going to drive down to Salisbury to pick them up. So a nice change to actually go out. Somewhere other than work. I think this week while I'm off I'm going to try and move my modelling desk into my bedroom. It's just too noisy in the front, so let's see how we get on with that later in the week. So Doesn't appear to be too much of a seam on this to clean up. Probably won't spot it till you add some paint. I'll just give it a little over. And then these are like the caster wheels. That bit assembled. Now we want C22. This part fits in the middle. And C8, C7. We'll be using some tweezers for this bit. Tweezers. And that's the engine cradle complete. I'll put that over there out of the way. So I've just added the rudder pedals to the top of the instrument coaming. You're supposed to add the instrument panel, but there's a decal to go on that, so I'm going to try quickly paint that up, and then so it can be dry, and then add the decal and leave it overnight to dry. Put that over there, that over there. I'm going to get to 2 and then I'm going to stop, because I'm going to do a little bit of painting after that, all the same colour. So now we want the ejector in inverted commas. You're now doing the fingers in the ejector seat. And that was rocket fired, but if it saved your life, that's a good thing. So, enough for a wee bit more assembly work. I'm sure you don't need me to do the clean up. I'll try and remember to turn it back on for the assembly. Okay, I've cleaned up the bits in part 2, apart from the joystick and the seat cushion, or the back cushion, and I'm going to try and make some seat belts out of some thick foil I've got. Covered dog food tins actually. It's interesting, it says do not glue the seat to the rear bulkhead. Just remember that. Okay, so we'll do this bit first. This is parts A12 and A4. Just needs a bit of glue run around like that, and a quick press. Just to hold it. And then this part A13 even slots over here. Just drops in like that. You can just flood some glue in from the top, and that's that little sub-assembly done. Next one is the seat ejector rail. It goes that way around, and it slots this piece here, slots into this T slot in here. Like, it's quite a good fit as usual. Pins off. Get it in nice and square, I found. Push it down and it just slots in, and it's hidden by the seat cushion back. Make sure it's nice and square like that, and a touch of glue and a touch of glue there like that. And then this is B12, which has got a sticky bit out of the back, and it says don't glue this to that, and that slots in there like that. Good detail on that, some rivet detail there. So that's those sub-assemblies. So I guess the next job is to have a quick cut, wait for the glue to dry, get them primed up, and then paint them in RLM 66, I believe it is, interior colour. Anyway guys, catch you in a while. Okay, we're waiting for these components for the glue to dry on them. I thought we'd just assemble the wing halves together. The liquid cement. Find out where my join lines are because they're so good I can't see the joins. Bottle's getting a bit empty. Still suffering from my cough, and no, I always have this cough. Bring you in a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Right, bit of Tamiya's equivalent to RLM 66. I'll prime these off camera. Interior sidewalls of the cockpit. And there's a few other bits. Unscrews B, I can blow over as well. So no primer on this. Just go straight in with it. What am I looking for? Last night I put the decal for the instrument panel on here. That's come out quite well. To get it to conform, I used some X28 Tamiya thinners. After hearing that works, and it really did suck it down. That has come out so good. I cannot even see that is a decal, so pleased with that. Masked a few bits up, assembled and cleaned up a few more bits. It's just stuck together. It's not actually glued at the moment. They've got to be painted RLM02, front wheel bay. I don't think that's got to be done. And I'm just about to have a go at cutting the main gear doors because they're actually in 3 parts, but they're moulded as one, and you just have to scribe through here and then finish it off with a knife. I guess that's how Skeleton did his, but he worked from the outside. I haven't got a thin needle, so I'm going to go from the inside. So I hope you can see this, guys. So I reckon I'm nearly through that already. As you can see the mark coming through. I'll transfer over with a nice sharp blade. Let's see if we go through. I'll obviously do this with several cuts, he says, and he did it in one, so that is a lot easier. Obviously requires a little bit of clean up. So these are the bits that have got to be RLMO2. So RLMO2, did I get that paint out? Yes. It's just a Tamiya XF22 I'm using for it. So I'll just stop it here while I get myself ready, and I'll come back to you when I paint. Okay, so it didn't look like there's a lot left in there, so I added just over a mil of the new Mr. Colour Rapid Thinner. So it's quick drying thinner, but I think there's more in there than I thought, so we're going to see how it sprays. So I sort of diluted it in the bottle, so I've got to remember that now. Some sort of tank there, that's got to be picked out in aluminium. I'll do that with a brush. I bet most of you know about these, but they're really handy. I think these are Tamiya, well, I made them Tamiya or Mr. Hobby. Again, but you can make them yourself just by a load of crocodile clips and bamboo skewers, or skewers, and just crimp them on. I just got them because I was at a show and I thought, oh yeah, I could do with some of those. Being lazy. They weren't that expensive, and I've got 2 packs, and I don't think I'll ever use them all. I think it was about 20 in a pack. They're really good. Good for holding bits. Wheel rims as well, or hubs. Do them as well. Again, because you get 2 sprues of this, you've got another set of landing gear legs as well. Nothing to do on that side. There should be a nose wheel somewhere. There it is. That for it blast. And there should be some long thin pieces for the undercarriage as well, or the main undercarriage bay. I don't know if there's 2 or 3 of them, but they're these. Quick blast. I don't know if even you've seen these. They're made by Ultimate Modelling Products. They're really good. They're kind of abrasive material bonded to a plastic sheet. You can cut them into any shape you like to make little customizable standing sticks for getting into small places. But it feels like it's worn out. They don't seem to last very long. So I was just trying to do these ejector pin marks in the bays. Okay, a bit more sub-assembly work here. This is for the engine nacelle. This front one needs a poly cap. I'll drop that in there. And you've got these little covers. The rear one doesn't need one. It's got to come up that way. Like so. Make sure that's pushed down fully in like that. Okay guys, after the seat, I've now painted the straps. I'm going to put a bit of weathering on them. They don't look too bad actually for homemade ones, quite pleased with those. And I've cracked on, I've made this bit which I've also made up the engine nacelle. That's the empty nacelle, so it looks like there's an engine in there. And I've put the poly caps in. I think I've recorded that, and you can see it just pushes on, so it's removable, so you can change it as and how you want. Like that. I'm just preparing these bits to undercoat them. I'll prime them if you want. So that's what I'm going to do next. I don't know what I'm doing with that. I'm probably going to do that white, but these bits I'm doing black. So just for ease, because I have to have metallic colours on them at some point. So okay, bring you in a bit into the nuclear disaster zone. That's my bench. Get those out of the way because we're going to catch those with paint. Right. This is just Alclad's black primer. It's going to be awkward because it's got to be painted inside. Okay, a little bit more painting. Calls for metallic grey these parts, but I'm going to use one of Vallejo acrylic metal colours, magnesium. See what it looks like. I can always go over it with the correct one if I don't like it. In actual fact, let's start with one of these so we can see what it looks like going on. Change your mind because it didn't spray very well. Now using one of their new AK Interactive Extreme metal. It's just aluminium. Stopping this from spraying. Still, nothing is spraying as well as Alclad for me. go. So, take that out of there, put that back in there. Not sure what I need to clean. Oh, put some of that back in then. For a moment, because we've got to do the insides of the open doors. There we go. Bit of hand painting going on. Gonna have to stop in a minute because the daylight is going fast and I can't see without the help of daylight, even though I've got a light in front of me.